We had the fun and honor of covering Kavian Gaither at Conley High School in Waco. He then went to Sam Houston State. He played as a true freshman. He has had a really good sophomore year, although very unique, as Coach Keeler told us last week, that there was no chance to play for anything postseason because of the transition period. Kavian Gaither joins us, Sam Houston State linebacker, with Paul Craig and David Smoak. KG, how you doing, young man?
Man, I'm doing great. Doing real good. How about yourself?
We're doing great. Are you home for the holidays, or you still have some more school to do?
Yes, I still have. I just finished my last class for the day, and I will be heading home tomorrow. So my mom is real happy about that.
I bet she is, and I'm sure you are too with all that food coming up this week. So you have played almost immediately as a freshman. Did you expect that? I know this year's been different, and you've played well, but did you expect to play as quickly as you did? Did the staff expect you to play as quickly as you did?
Honestly, I just did what I had to do in order to just impress the coaches coming in. You know, it was very hard, especially considering that we came in so late. We came in August, like on the first day of fall camp. That was the first day that we came in. So it was basically we had to impress the coaches quickly. And so, because after a certain amount of time, they got to figure out who's traveling or not. And so whenever I saw that I was making the travel squad and I was going to be able to participate in special teams, I called my family and we were real happy about it. So to answer your question, I didn't expect it only because given my circumstances, but I knew that that wasn't going to be easy, and I just had to work for it, work hard for everything.
We had Coach Keeler on the show last week, and it was a great interview. Really fun talking to him. Knowing what I know about you and then knowing what I now know about him after talking to him, you guys are a good personality match for coach and player, aren't you?
Oh yeah, yes sir. Coach Keeler, me and him, man, we real cool, man. I feel like I can go to him about anything, and Coach Keeler, he's a real good dude, real good coach.
Kavian, you were a man of many talents, especially in high school. I mean, doing a little bit of everything, offense, defense, whatever you had to do, multi-sport. What's it been like to kind of narrow down your focus and really lock in on some specifics for the first time in your career?
I feel like it's been a blessing, honestly. I feel like all that, just participating in everything I can and just doing what I can in order to compete in everything I do. That's my thing. I just try. I'm not scared of no competition, and I feel like it's definitely helped me for my future. It just helps me being able to focus more, and it's becoming a lot more easier being able to focus on one thing rather than focusing on like multiple different sports or different positions. It's become easier for me, and it's given me time in order to learn a lot more.
How do you feel? Oh, sorry. How do you feel like you've settled into being a defensive guy? It obviously suits you, but do you feel like it suits you?
Yes, I feel like all my life, man. I feel like I've leaned towards the defense, man. Even though my pops is an offensive dude, he played running back in his time, but for some reason, as I was growing up and growing older, I just leaned towards the defense. It was just something about that edge and just working hard for everything. It was just something about that defense just screamed out to me.
Kavian, you were named the WAC Defensive Player of the Week back in late October against Utah Tech. Had 11 tackles, 4 TFLs behind the line of scrimmage, 4 tackles, and a couple of sacks. That's pretty impressive. What was that night like, and just the I guess you could say the attention from what you did?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that night, man, it was a pretty good night. The coach had a real good game plan for us going into that week. Our offense, it was a defensive game. Just defense going back and forth, battling it out, and we were just trying to get an offense more opportunities to score and things of that nature. So it came down to the wire. It came down to the defense coming out on top, and everybody made plays, including myself. And man, it was just a great blessing within itself, just being able to not only record those stats, but also to get the dub at the end and celebrate with my teammates.
KG, Smokey mentioned earlier about you coming home this week and all the food. Now, I know your mom, and I know what you guys do. You're cooking too, right? Because that's one of your hobbies and your passion. So what will be your assignment this week when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner?
I think my assignment would be at that table, making sure the forks are good, making sure the napkins on the table, the tablecloth. No, but I'm excited though. Me and my mom, we haven't talked about that yet, so it's gonna be interesting to see what she'll have me up to.
All right,
sure.
You're gonna have turkey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
What are your, let's say, favorite side items, side parts of what you're going to sit down at that table when you make sure the right forks and everything are in order?
Well, okay, for sure. You gotta have the green beans, the vegetables. Gotta have, because if you ain't got no vegetables on your plate, then you're gonna be walking out a little heavy, a little hefty. So definitely some green beans, mac and cheese for sure, easily mac and cheese, and then probably like a little roll, like a little dinner roll, Hawaiian roll, something like that. And yeah, I think that's my plate right there. And then some ham, of course. But I mean, would you consider that a side?
Yeah. It's part of. I'd say the ham and turkey. Some people like one or the other. Some like both.
Yeah, I like both. I gotta have both on that plate.
You're gonna end up being a defensive tackle. I can already tell. So you played a year in which you guys could not be in the postseason. It was kind of weird. I know you lost the last couple of games, so it didn't end. Had a lot of other players who were redshirting. Coach Keeler discussed that. How weird or maybe tough or difficult was this year with all that kind of spinning around?
Yeah, it was a little. It's just a different outlook. Like looking into the season, we're not just not being able to compete for the playoffs. Something we always look forward to doing. It's just like a tradition that it's just a goal of ours. And so we understand our transition. We understood that transition was going to limit us to the playoffs. So I feel like this year was used as like getting dudes healthy, getting dudes, and then of course redshirting. So it was a little different, but I feel like it's for the better. A lot of young dudes played this year, had opportunities to showcase their talents, and then getting dudes healthy for our next year for FBS football, which is very exciting. Can't wait for that.
So the guys who didn't play this year, who were redshirted, rested, whatever, they're coming in. The competition, whether it's where you play or elsewhere, ought to be just incredibly fierce and stiff next year, right?
Yeah, yes, sir, for sure. And then including the transfer portal as well, man. It's competition everywhere. So just knowing what we put into it and everything, just working hard for everything. I love competition. I don't look for the easy way out at all. So the more competition we have, the more competitors we're gonna have in the building, and it's just gonna make us a better football team. And I feel like at the end of it, it's gonna be some great dudes on both sides of the ball, ready to play.
10 tackles, a caused fumble, a batted down pass in the loss to Southern Utah to close it out. All right, let's go back to the alma mater. Conley, the Cadets, made a really nice run, won the district title, and they even had Trey Wiesner leave, as you know, during the offseason, and still had a really good year with Jelani and Sibley, Black, Wiggins, etc. Your thoughts about what you saw from the Cadets from afar?
Oh yeah, so I always tune in to the Cadets. It's been real good seeing them, especially the young players I had mentored like before I left, such as Jelani, Jamari, all of them. It's real good to see them do their thing, especially seeing them whenever I was in school. They was running around being bad and everything, but it's good. It's really good to see them grow up and mature as men, and then they're taking their next step into their next phase of life. So it's very exciting to see that, and of course I'm gonna try to lead them and try to help them in order to succeed in that next phase. That's part.
When you were younger, did you have a former player say that you were running around doing a lot of things bad? Or I don't think that happened with Kavian Gaither, though, did it?
No. If that would have happened, my parents would have been an earful from my parents. So you know how that goes.
All right. Hey, glad you wrapped up for academically with what you're doing this semester. It's been a great story. We will always remember, no matter what all the other games we did and watched from you, that game at China Spring, when that game was a classic. You remember? Is that one you'll always remember?
Oh, yes. I'll remember that, man. That game was crazy, man. Yeah, I would definitely not forget about that one.
Kavian, enjoy the time, the break, your parents, your family. Thanks for your time. We appreciate you and really proud of what you've done and not a surprise.
Of course. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
And I hope y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
You too, buddy. Kavian Gaither played quarterback, safety at Conley High School when we did the games during the COVID year. Really a tremendous personality and having a nice start his first couple of years at Sam Houston State. When we come back,